Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the Burger Sports Complex here on a beautiful Monday night. Game one, first game for your BOWIE Bulldogs here of District 26 6A play. They're going to face off against the Del Valle Cardinals. AJ Revelo here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I do apologize for the late start, even though it's not my fault. As you got to see the Austin High Maroons and the Aikens Eagles battle out. They went 10 innings before the Maroons finally ended it on a double play, took the win 5-4. But we got a good one for you here tonight, folks. Bulldogs sweeping the Cardinals last game we called. Game one here is going to be at Burger. Game two is going to be tomorrow, 7:30. I'll have to double check, but it'll be over at Del Valle, so if you can make it out, definitely get out as you can. Good crowd here tonight. Again, beautiful weather, slight breeze going from right to left as you're tuning in and watching. Coach DeGelia is out there on the mound. They are chatting it up. We're not going to do the national anthem tonight, nor lineups announced. We're just kind of going to get into it because at the rate of play we're going, folks, we're going to be here all night. But let's get some lineups for you guys. Your BOWIE Bulldogs taking the field. Let's see here. Up on the mound, it's going to be Anthony Simmons, number 25. Catcher, Travis Starkey. First base, Patrick Colopy. Second, Jaden Francis. Third, Luke James. Shortstop, it's going to be Mason Winters. Left field, Brody Miller. Center field, Ben Merriman. And right field, Ty Kutak. Leading off for the Del Valle Cardinals, it's going to be shortstop Diego Sandoval, pitcher Diego Mendez, and in the three spots, going to be second baseman Jacob Lopez. As you see your Bulldogs getting warmed up and getting loose, going to go ahead and thank a few sponsors while we wait. First one's going to be our Grand Slam sponsor this year, Robinson Creek Home and Healthcare. Do you have a loved one who needs healthcare services in the comfort of their home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of services including wound care, cardiac care, physical therapy, pain management, and much more. Our healthcare services are covered 100% by Medicare. In most cases, Robinson Creek is a local female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today. So big thank you to Robinson Creek Home Healthcare. We're going to talk about them a few times tonight as they're your Grand Slam sponsor this year. Looks like we're getting the go-ahead as Diego Sandoval makes his way out to the plate. Simmons getting ready up on the mound. Game one of district play, folks. That means the overall record is going to be wiped clean. Everybody, as far as we're concerned, is 0-0 and looking for that first win. As here's the first one, swing and a foul ball hit right. That's going to be strike one. Simmons gets set. It's going to be high and outside. Ball one, count goes even, 1-1. A swing and a liner towards third. That's going to be gloved. Throw to first. In time as Colopy makes it look easy for out number one. Nice throw by third baseman Luke James.
Pitcher, number 20, Diego Mendez.
Up next to the plate, it's going to be pitcher Diego Mendez. As he watches that one, it's going to get called for strike one. Count goes 0-1. So top of the first here at the Burger Sports Complex. As Simmons winds up, swing, and a chopper behind goes foul. Simmons gets ahead in the count, 0-2. Simmons with the windup and the pitch. hits the box and gets caught looking is Diego Mendez for out number 2. Two outs. Simmons making quick work. Top of the order of the Cardinals. Second baseman Jacob Lopez makes his way out to the plate. Simmons with the pitch. Swung on. Chopped foul to the right. It's going to be strike 1. Simmons not needing much time to get the call. Throw's going to be a little too high. That'll be ball 1. Count goes even 1-1. Lopez waiting the pitch. Swung on a liner towards third. It's going to get over the top. It's going to bounce into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Lopez. As a 2-out single for the Cardinals is trying to get things rolling.
First baseman, number 25, J.D. Foz.
Which is going to bring up first baseman J.D. Foz, number 25 for the Cardinals, with a runner on first. It's Lopez hanging out over there. Simmons with the pitch. High chopper behind me. It's going to go into the street and probably hit a bus. But that'll be strike 1 for Foz. Counts 0-1. Simmons, quick throw to first. Colopy's able to bring it in, but no tag in time. Just going to get the uniform dirty a little bit. Simmons with the 0-1 pitch. Outside, quick throw down by Starkey. Tag's not there. As that is going to get called for ball 1. Count goes even 1-1. Another throw over to first. As Lopez will make it back. 1-1, you count, 2 outs here, top of the first. Simmons, another throw over to Colopy. Lopez getting that uniform pretty dirty here early on. As there's a pitch, swing and a miss by Foz. That'll be strike 2. Count goes 1-2 here for Simmons. He's 1 strike away from getting out of here the first, and a nice start to game 1. Swing, it's going to go behind, foul. Count stays 1-2. Foz just kind of staying alive right now. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Simmons up on the mound. J.D. Foz up at the plate. And Simmons and Starkey take a gander over at Coach Velasquez. Going to get the pitch call from him. Jacob Lopez for the Cardinals over at first. There's a throwdown, and thought he got that one. Not in time, as Lopez will just edge that out. The Bulldog faithful not too happy with that one. On deck for the Cardinals is right fielder Ben Rodriguez, as it's going to get caught for strike 3. And that'll wrap up the top of the first. Cardinals leave 1 stranded. And we're going to stick around here, folks, because I don't have anything to play for you, but we've got a ton of awesome sponsors here for the Bulldogs. We're going to give a shout out here to Maxwell Lock and Ritter CPA firm, serving clients, building relationships, and positively impacting our community. Those are the cornerstones of Maxwell Lock and Ritter and MLNR Wealth Management. With our team of experienced professionals, you are gaining trusted business advisors for your accounting, tax, and wealth management needs in Central Texas. To learn more about how Maxwell Lock and Ritter and MLNR Wealth Management can help you achieve your personal or business goals, visit us online at www.mlrpc.com. Simmons cleaning up the top of the order here for the Cardinals as he's going to get it out of there, just throwing 14 pitches. Number 20, Diego Mendez, is going to take the mound here for the Cardinals. Your lineup here for your Bowie Bulldogs. Leading off is going to be right fielder Ty Kutak. Shortstop Mason Winters, followed by Danny Rodriguez as the designated hitter in the 3 spot. As Kutak makes his way up towards the plate.
Now batting number 16, the right fielder, Ty Kutak.
And here's the first pitch from Mendez. It's a slider outside. It's going to be called ball 1. Counts 1-0. Mendez with a quick pitch number 2. Swung on and a bouncer towards second. It's going to be fielded. Toss over. Foz is going to extend. And they're going to say he's stuck on for the out. So 4-3 for out number 1 for the Cardinals as Ty Kutak, makes his way back to the dugout. Shortstop Mason Winters making his way up to the plate. Mendez with the pitch, swung on in a high fly towards the right side. Foz is going to make a valiant effort to get to it and can't quite run it down. That's going to drop foul. Winters will live to fight another day as that'll be strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here for Mason Winters as he faces off against Diego Mendez for the Cardinals. this inning as he's made some
Rico.
distance throws from third to first. As it's 2 outs now here, top of the second, and up comes catcher Jordan Rico for the Cardinals. It's going to go behind. That'll be strike one. Counts 0-1 here for Simmons. 2 outs, no runners on here, top of the second. That's going to be way inside. Count goes even, 1-1. And that one's going to be just inside on the plate. As that'll be ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs as Simmons gets set. Here's the pitch to Rico. Swung on it, a bouncer towards Colopy at first. He is going to take it himself for out number 3. Cardinals go down 1-2-3, if you will, here top of the second. Still scoreless. It looks like we are going to get set here to go underway. Leading off is Patrick Colopy, first baseman. Colopy, senior, Louisiana Lafayette commit. As he gets set, here's the pitch. Swung on and a miss for strike one. Colopy going to go play for the Raging Cajuns here after his senior year over in Louisiana. Here's the second pitch from Mendez. Swing and a miss for strike two. Colopy falling behind here in the count, 0-2. 1 ball, no strikes. Patrick Colopy up at the plate. Danny Rodriguez over at second. Ben Merriman at first. As there's the pitch from Mendez. And Colopy showing bunt. He pulls back, gets called. Strike 1. Counts even 1-1. I apologize, folks. I think we had some audio issues here for a little bit, but it should be fixed, and you can hear my wonderful voice now. Patrick Colopy is up at the plate, first baseman here for the Bulldogs. As here's the pitch, pulls back, a quick throw over to first, not in time. As that'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-1 for Colopy. Rodriguez is over on second. Ben Merriman over on first. As there's a nice little bunt towards first. Quick think, throw to third. He'll get the force out, so fielder's choice there was Foz. Throws it over to third. Well, that's okay. That's going to be out number 1. Merriman will trot on over to second. Colopy will make it over to first on the fielder's choice. As here comes number 15, Brody Miller. Saw him hit a few home runs last year, and still doing pretty well this year as he gets set to face off against Mendez. Miller made it to first on an error by Foz, and then made his way over to second on a wild pitch. So 2 runners on here for Brody Miller as he gets set, and Mendez is going to step off again. As a little antsy pitching to Miller. So quick recap, folks. Ben Merriman's over at second. Patrick Colopy is at first. That's a wild pitch, goes past the catcher, and the runners will advance. As that'll be ball 1 for Miller. Merriman at third. Colopy over at second. And only 1 out, so big opportunity here for the Bulldogs to put something up on the board as we've been scoreless here through 3.5. As a quick time is going to be called. And the Cardinal coaching staff will make their way up to the mound. Have a quick chat with Mendez and see if they pull him. Well, while we get the coaches. So that'll be ball 3 here for Francis. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Travis Starkey on deck here for the Bulldogs. Merriman's over at third. Colopy's at second. Mendez with the 3-1 swing and another handle on that one that's going towards left. That one's going deep to the fence. And off the fence it goes. Merriman will round his way over. So will Colopy, and Francis going all the way for a triple. A 2 RBI triple by Francis. And the Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead over the Del Valle Cardinals.
Next up, the catcher, number 24, Travis Starkey.
So here comes Travis Starkey as Jaden Francis is over on third and in scoring position again with 2 outs. Starkey had a little blooper towards short. His last at bat back in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be high for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Mendez gets set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Starkey swing and a miss for strike 1. Counts even now, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Jaden Francis over at third for the Bulldogs as Travis Starkey gets set. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball 2. Count goes 2-1. Starkey gets set. As you see a little light there on the left side of your screen as Mendez takes his time to the mound. Starkey set, Mendez set. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a bouncer towards third. It gets by the glove of both the third baseman and the shortstop. As that's going to be I don't think he could have got that. We're going to give him an RBI single because I can. And Francis will make his way across.
Third baseman, Luke James.
As the Bulldogs extend their lead, 3-0. Third baseman Luke James is going to make his way up to the plate now. Travis Starkey's over at first. So we usually have a pinch runner here for Starkey. It looks like we do. And I'm trying to get a number over there. My normal spotter, Laura Starkey, a sibling of Travis, isn't with me today. She's too good for me, from what I was told over the phone. She's over in Florida and doing all her broadcasting for LSU. As there's a pitch, that one's going to go foul. That'll be strike 1 for James. Laura's over there tuning in. Good to talk to you. I'm glad everything's going well for her. That is going to be Matt McGowan pinch running for Starkey. Yeah, there's a big hit towards left field. That goes right to the left fielder. And that'll be out number 3. But not before Jaden Francis. It's a 2 RBI triple. And Travis Starkey, it's an RBI single. Bulldogs take a 3-0 lead here after 4. Anthony Simmons makes his way back to the mound here for the Bulldogs. For the Cardinals, Ben Rodriguez set to bat first here at the top of the fifth. Roberto Velasquez will be batting second, with Jordan Rico batting third. I want to give another shout out to our Grand Slam sponsor, Robinson Creek Home and Healthcare. Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs healthcare at home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be, in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes, and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com. Ben Rodriguez making his way up to the plate here for the Cardinals.
Now stepping in for Del Valle, number 14, right fielder Ben Rodriguez.
Simmons gets set. Rodriguez hit a grounder towards third, as Janes made a huge throw to first for the out. That's going to be inside, and they're going to say it clipped him. So Ben Rodriguez will make his way over to first. Goes to Jelly, wants a quick explanation. Charles Starkey, he's saying, I caught it. It didn't hit anybody. It went right to my glove. So runner on first here for Ben Rodriguez. As Roberto Velasquez will make his way up to the plate now.
Number 9, third baseman Roberto Velasquez.
Jordan Rico is going to be on deck. What are called? Strike one. Count goes 0-1. No balls, one strike, no outs. Runner on first is Ben Rodriguez for the Cardinals. Simmons is going to throw to first. Tag not in time. Velasquez gets set at the plate. Simmons gets the call. Here's your 0-1 pitch. It's going to be too low. Ball one. Count goes even, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer towards James at third. It's going to go foul. Count will go 1-2 here for Velasquez. One ball, two strikes, as Simmons waits for the call. Quick check over at first, and he throws it. Rodriguez is going to take off towards second. It's going to be a rundown as that's dropped by Winters. He didn't realize it bounced out of his glove. As Rodriguez will go ahead and steal second. Simmons gets set. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Quick throw to second. Can't quite make the tag in time as Rodriguez is able to get there. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Simmons is going to step off as he watches Rodriguez over on second. Here's your 0-2 pitch. It's going to be high for ball 1. Simmons. He's got 3 to throw if he wants. Count goes 1 and 2, so 2 more. Quick check over at second. Here's the pitch, and that's going to go right over home plate. For strike 3 as Rico will get caught looking for out number 2. As here comes left fielder Adon Velasquez. Excuse me, Adon Velasquez. Velasquez popped one up to Simmons back in the second as he was able to bring it in with the first out of the second inning. Excuse me, third inning. As that's a big swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Simmons, quick check over at Rodriguez at second. Here's the pitch right over home plate. Some nice heat on that one as that'll be strike 2. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 runner on here for the Cardinals. As Simmons with the 0-2. And that one's going to hit the dirt for ball 1. Count goes 1-2. Simmons gets set. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's another strikeout. That's going to be out number 3, and that'll end the top of the 5th. Bulldogs get away from that one as the Cardinals leave one stranded. And BOWIE maintains a 3-0 lead. As Urbanski makes his way up to the plate. Mendez still up on the mound here for the Cardinals.
Now batting the pinch hitter, number 12, Cade Urbanski.
As Urbanski gets set. BOWIE with a 3-0 lead over the Cardinals. here at bottom of the fifth as that first pitch will be called for strike one. Count goes 0-1. Mason Winters on deck for the Bulldogs as there's a swing and a miss for strike two for Urbanski. Danny Rodriguez should be right after Winters. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a little too high for ball one. Count goes 1-2. Nice take by Urbanski. It's going to be outside. Ball two. Count goes even 2-2. That's going to be ball three. Count goes full 3-2. Urbanski down 0-2, works his way, makes the count full. No outs, no runners on. First batter here, bottom of the fifth. Mendez gets set. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low and inside. Ball four. And from 0-2 to So Kutek's over at first as he comes in to run for pinch hitter Urbanski. Jonathan Gonzalez up to the plate for the Bulldogs. Mendez takes a look at Kutek. Gonzalez shows bunt and pulls back. That'll be ball one. Ball five as you hear the BOWIE dugout call. The infamous Texas A&M Aggie ball five call. For those who don't know, you got to tune into that. Quite intimidating for opposing pitchers as that's going to get hit right past first. Kutek took off. He's going to hit third and he's going to get held up at third. It's going to go over the glove of Paz and Gonzalez will make his way over to second.
Now batting number 4, designated hitter Danny Rodriguez.
So here comes Danny Rodriguez up to the plate. Rodriguez was hit by a pitch, made his way on base in the first. Made his way on for an error in right field as fly ball was dropped. And then was thrown into fielder's choice for out number 1 in the fourth. As he's got 2 runners in scoring position now here for the Bulldogs with Kutek over at third. And Gonzalez. Actually, I think we got a pinch runner. And I can't quite make out the number. That might be Winters over at second. We'll call it here as soon as I can make it out. I think that is Winters at second. So Mason Winters is over at second. Rodriguez getting set. No outs with 2 runners in scoring position here for the Bulldogs as Mendez with the pitch. Swing on and a bouncer down the third baseline. It's going to be in and fair. As here comes Kutak, and then Winters is going to breeze his way around third for a 2 RBI single for Rodriguez. And the Bulldogs will extend their lead.
2 RBI single makes it 5-0 Bowie. Next up, number 2, center fielder Ben Merriman.
As here comes number 2, Ben Merriman, with no outs, 1 runner on, as the Cardinal coaches are going to make their way up to the mound, and I think that may do it for Mendez. And that will, Mendez will, in the evening, with 73 pitches thrown here, giving up 5 runs. As he'll make his way to the dugout. As it looks like Christian Mendoza
now pitching for Del Valle
will make his way out to the plate.
Christian Mendoza.
So Mendoza's up at the plate. Now, excuse me, the mound now. He's warming up, getting loose. He's going to face off against Ben Merriman. As Danny Rodriguez is going to be over at first. Bush's Chicken, proud sponsor of BOWIE Baseball. Swing by Bush's Chicken after the game. Bush's Chicken, it's good, good, good. Also going to round it back up for our RBI sponsors. First one's going to be Maxwell Lock and Ritter CPA, serving clients, building relationships, and positively impacting our community. Those are the cornerstones of Maxwell Lock and Ritter and ML&R Wealth Management. With our team of experienced professionals, you're gaining trusted business advisors for your accounting, tax, and wealth management needs in Central Texas. To learn more about how Maxwell Lock and Ritter and ML&R Wealth Management can help you achieve your personal or business goals, visit us online at www.mlrpc.com. As Mendoza gets loose on the mound for the Cardinals. Danny Rodriguez with a single. He's going to be over at first right now. No outs. 2 runs so far here in the bottom of the 5th. As Merriman will take a quick warm-up swing and walk his way up to the plate. (5-0) Bulldog lead over the Del Valle Cardinals, as here's the first pitch. It's going to catch the outside edge of the plate for strike 1. Count goes 0-1. Quick throw over to first, not in time. As Rodriguez will get a little dirty over there at first. Merriman waiting for the pitch. He gets it. Ball 1. Count goes even 1-1. Mendoza moving quick on that one as he awaits the call. Another throw to first. Nice hard throw by Mendoza, still not in time. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to get popped behind. And it's going to go over. Oh, right above. Whoa. That was loud. It's actually right next to me. That'll be strike 2 here for Merriman. Count goes 1-2. That one hit hard right above me. 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Merriman as he gets set. Here's the pitch. Swing on and a liner towards second. It's picked up, drop, picked back up. Throw to first is in time. For out number 1. Rodriguez will make his way over to second.
Next up, first baseman, number 13, Patrick Colby.
So here comes Colby with 1 out, 1 runner in scoring position. Colby struck out looking back in the second. Made it to first on a fielder's choice in the 4th and was the 2nd run to come across in the 4th inning for the Bulldogs. as he has a chance for an RBI if he can bring in Danny Rodriguez. As here's the pitch from Mendoza. Fastball for strike one. Count goes 0-1. Mendoza, quick check over at second. Ooh, big rip by Colopy. Can't make contact. That'll be strike two. Count goes 0-2. Here's the pitch from Mendoza. Another swing as Colopy gets caught going after it, if you will. Go down swinging. Out number two is here comes left fielder Brody Miller up to the plate. Reached on an error back in the second. Had a pop out towards short in the fourth. As he's got Rodriguez over at second still. And actually I take that back because Colopy is back to the mound. I think they're going to say he tipped it. And they are. So they're going to say Colopy fouled that one. Count's going to be 0-2. As Mendoza steps off and get a step back on. Never a dull moment here. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here for the Bulldogs. Colopy at the plate. He still has a chance at an RBI with Rodriguez at second. Here's the pitch from Mendoza. It's going to be a dropper over. It's going to hit the top of the box there. There was a metaphorical box for the pitch. And instead of going down swinging, he'll go down looking. Route number 2. Now comes left fielder Brody Miller with 2 outs, 1 runner in scoring position. I gave you Miller's resume so far this evening, so I will not do it again. But bottom of the 5th, Bulldogs with a 5-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Mendoza. It's going to be inside, ball 1. Mendoza, quick check over at second. Rodriguez dancing. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt at the feet of Miller, and that's going to get away from the shortstop, and Rodriguez will make his way to third. Let's call that a, I don't know what you want to call that, but I'm going to call it ball 2 is what I'm going to call it. I guess that'd be an E6, wouldn't it? He made it. Well, here's a big hit by Miller. It's going to go past the second baseman. Miller with an RBI as he'll get held up at first for an RBI single. And tack another one onto the Bulldog lead. 6-0.
Now batting, second baseman, number 5, Jaden Francis.
As here comes Jaden Francis up to the plate. 2 outs, 1 runner on first. As Miller bringing Rodriguez home to extend the lead. It's going to be high for Mendoza for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Francis gets set. Here's the pitch. That was a beautiful throw by Mendoza. As that one had some movement on it. It's going to be strike 1 for Francis. Counts even 1-1. Mendoza with the pitch. In the dirt that time. Ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike here for Francis as he gets set. Swings, and that one's going to go behind him for strike 2. Count goes even 2-2. Francis hit a 2 RBI triple his last at bat, the last inning back in the 4th. Looking to add another one to his RBI list. Mendoza gets set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside in the dirt. Ball 3. Count goes full, 3-2. Best time of the night, folks. Full count and true full, as it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. All we're missing is the bases loaded. But Miller's over at first, and he's going to make it in time. And that one almost. Foz was almost able to get the tag. But he'll stay put. We're going to try it again. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Francis as he'll go down swinging for out number 3. As the Bulldogs leave 1 stranded. Not before they bring 3 across and take a 6-0 lead. Pitches on the night as he makes his way back up to the mound.
Now batting number 4, center fielder Pedro Gutierrez.
As that one will get called for ball 1 for Pedro Gutierrez. Counts 1-0. As there's a pop fly towards right field. And getting underneath it, bringing it in with ease is Kutek for out number 1. So top of the lineup here for the Cardinals as Diego Sandoval makes his way up to the plate. And I said Diego Mendez, pitcher. He was relieved at the bottom of the 5th. As that'll be called ball 1. Well, most likely, maybe we'll see Christian Mendoza come out. As there's a swing and a popper towards first. Colopy trying to get underneath it, and he does, and makes a catch as he hits the ground for out number 2. And that's a tough catch to make there by Colopy, as it was behind him a little bit. And he made it while hitting the dirt. So here comes Diego Mendez. He will make his way up to the plate. Most likely he'll be pinch hitting here for Mendoza. Mendez so far struck out looking in the 1st and then hit a bouncer towards Simmons back in the 4th, as that'll get called for strike 1. Count goes 0-1. And that one will get popped foul for strike 2. Count goes 0-2 here for Mendez. Coach Gillett getting some work out as he trots out to get that foul ball. As Simmons gets set, here's the 0-2 pitch to Mendez. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Count goes 1-2 with 2 outs and no runners on. As Mendoza's back up and ready at the plate. Simmons happy to oblige, as here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be outside for ball 2 as you hear the BOWIE dugout trying to encourage a swing on that one. Counts even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss by Mendoza. And he goes down swinging for out number 3. That's a quick 6th.
Now batting for BOWIE, pitch hitter 26, Brandon Mallett.
All right, I think I got my book set. Lots of drawing on it, but here comes Brandon Mallett, number 26 for the Bulldogs. He looks to lead off here, bottom of the 6th. Sandoval on the mound. Here's the pitch, a swing and a bouncer down the left line, goes foul. That'll be strike 1. Mallett gets set. Here's the pitch. It's going to be way too low. Ball 1. Count goes even, 1-1. Sandoval moving quickly. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Mallett. That one's going to hit the top there for strike 2. Count goes 1-2.
Let's go 2-6.
Sandoval with the pitch. And it's going to be away and gets away from Rico as well. That'll be ball 2. Count goes even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here for the leadoff batter Mallett at the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Sandoval. It's going to be outside and gets away from Rico again. Ball 3. Count goes full, 3-2. Sandoval just coming in here, bottom of the 6. Still trying to find his zone for the Cardinals. As Malik gets set, here's the full count pitch. It's going to be too far outside. Ball 4. As Mallet will make his way over to first. Let's see if we get a pinch runner.
Next up for BOWIE, number 7, pinch hitting, Wilson Benesh.
I don't see anybody, but here comes Wilson Benesh, number 7, for the Bulldogs. As Benesh gets set, Sandoval set. 1 runner on, no outs. Here's the pitch. That'll be looked at for strike 1. Count goes 0-1. Sandoval set, quick pitch. Inside as off goes Mallet to second on the wild pitch. Counts even at 1-1 here for Benesh. So 1 runner in scoring position now as Mallet's at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Benesh takes a rip, can't make contact. That'll be strike 2. Counts 1-2. Swinging a liner, gets right past the glove of the second baseman. Mallet's going to round third. Benesh is going to get held up at first, but that's an RBI single. As Benesh comes in and pinch hits and gets it done. We're going to add 1 on for him there, and the Bulldogs extend their lead.
Next up for BOWIE, number 14, pinch hitter, Trey Brown.
So here comes Trey Brown. So Trey Brown pinch hitting in the 1 spot here for the Bulldogs. No outs, 1 runner on first as Benesh still hanging out. Sandoval with the pitch. It's going to be, ooh, I thought that was low, but it's going to get called for strike 1. Counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, still no outs. Here's the pitch from Sandoval, swinging a little booper towards short as Mendoza's going to get underneath it. As that'll be out number 1.
Now batting number 6, shortstop. Mason
So here comes
Winters.
Mason Winters back up to the plate. He is coming back in after sitting out the last inning for Gonzalez. Benesh is still over at first, only 1 out, and the Bulldogs trying to extend this 7-0 lead over the Cardinals. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside. Ball 1. Sandoval gets set. Here's the 1-0. It's going to hit the inside corner for strike 1. Count goes even, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. And that's going to hit it for strike 2 for Winters. Sandoval with the 1-2 pitch. It's going to hit the dirt, and off goes Benesh, and he makes it as it gets right past the glove of second baseman Jacob Lopez. Counts even at 2-2. So Benesh in scoring position now, just 1 out. Even count 2-2 here for Winters. As here's the pitch from Sandoval. It's going to be outside. Counts full now, 3-2. As he's trying to hit that edge on that curveball. Slider, if you will. Here's the pitch, swinging a bouncer towards third. It's going to be dropped. The throw to first is in time was a good job by Mendoza to look at Benesh and hold him at second.
Next up,
And then
number 4,
throw the out over at Winters at first. 2 outs, 1 runner on. And here comes Rodriguez. Rodriguez so far is 1 for 1. He hit a single in the 5th inning. Here he is in the 6th now. With 1 runner in scoring position. He swings at that one. It goes foul down the left side. Counts 0-1. Rodriguez getting set. Sandoval getting set. Benesh still over at second. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Sandoval gets set. And it's going to ball 1. Counts even, 1-1. Sandoval moving quick outside in the dirt, and Benesh is going to take off towards third, and he is going to make it. What a gamble on that one. That's going to be ball 2. Counts 2-1. I thought Rico would make it to that one quick enough to be able to throw that out, but he did not. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, a runner on third. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer down the third baseline. Goes over the glove of the third baseman as Benesh comes in. And that's going to be an RBI single for Rodriguez.
Now batting, center fielder, number 2, Ben Merriman.
Yeah, let's make it 8-0 here for the Bulldogs. Now, if I remember right, last year it was a 10-0 win for the Bulldogs over the Cardinals. So they're getting dangerously close to that again. As here comes Ben Merriman up to the plate. He's a home run away from making this a 10-0 ball game. Here's the pitch. Swinging another bouncer down the third baseline is going to go foul. That'll be strike 1. You know what I haven't done? I haven't done a this day in baseball history. We'll do one here after this next pitch here from Sandoval. As Merriman gets set. Rodriguez is at first, 2 outs. So 1 count. Here's the pitch. Another chopper down that third baseline goes foul. Strike 2 for Merriman, counts 0-2. So this day in baseball history, back in 1932, catcher Ernie Lombardi comes to the Reds along with outfielder Babe Herman and third baseman Wally Gilbert, while infielder Joe Strip, Tony Cuccinello, and catcher Clade Suckerforth are sent to the Dodgers. Herman bats at 3-2-4 as that one goes behind foul. Count's going to stay 0-2 here for Merriman. Herman bats at 3-2-4 in 1 season in Cincinnati and following the trade. He comes back for 2 more seasons, but Lombardi makes the trade a steal as he bats at 3-11 in 10 seasons in Cincinnati, winning a batting title and MVP award in 1938. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sandoval with the pitch. Merriman's going to watch. It's going to go between the legs of Rico. It doesn't matter as that's ball. What's going to hit him, I think. Yeah, they're going to say it tagged him. Pitch. So Merriman's over at first. Rodriguez will trot his way over to second.
Pinch hitter, number 22, Christian Garcia.
As here comes Christian Garcia up to the plate. Pinch hitting for Colopy. He's got 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position as Rodriguez is over at second. Garcia gets set. Sandoval. There's the pitch. High and inside. Ball 1. Counts 1-0. Sandoval gets set. Pitch to Garcia. They're going to say he went around as he tried to pull back. It's going to be strike 1 for Garcia. It counts even 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Rodriguez at first. Rodriguez at second. Merriman's at first. So it's going to be high for ball 2. 2-1's the count now. Swinging at the inside of the bat as that goes to the shortstop. The toss to second is in time for the force out on Merriman. Out number 3. Well, that'll do it for the 6th inning. After 6, the Bulldogs have an 8-0 lead over the Cardinals. Simmons is going to make his way back up to the mound. Looks to finish this one off, as he's 3 outs away from taking down the Del Valle Cardinals. But there is another to be played. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, folks. 7:30 first pitch, as your Bulldogs and the Cardinals will battle it out in Game 2, this time over at Del Valle. Yours truly will be there with the broadcast, so be sure to tune in, as I will be happy to bring you all the action. Set to lead off for the Cardinals is going to be number 17, second baseman Jacob Lopez. J.D. Foz will be batting second, with Ben Rodriguez batting third here at the top of the 7th. It looks like John Bukowski. I apologize if I'm butchering John's name here, but he's going to be in at catcher for Travis Starkey. It looks like everybody else will be the same. Well, Simmons, 70 pitches so far on the evening. Well within the limit still so far. See if we can finish out the side here and wrap this up. Put a nice neat bow on it. Walk away with the win here for the Bulldogs. Lopez coming up to the plate. He hit a single in the first and then struck out swinging back in the 4th. Lopez has been the lone, I take that back, one of the 2 stranded runners. Ben Rodriguez got hit by a pitch in the 5th, and he made it on base. But
number 17, second baseman Jacob Lopez.
Well, Jacob Lopez so far the only one to get a hit off of Simmons here tonight. There you go. That's a better stat. Well, there's a pop up towards right field, and that's going to be brought in for out number 1. As Trey Brown out in right field now gets that one. Next up is going to be J.D. Foz, first baseman here for the Cardinals. He has struck out his last 2 times at bat. And he's going to go strike 1. Simmons going for the hat trick. His count goes 0-1. Swing and a miss by Foz. Strike 2. That was way outside. He wouldn't reach it for that one. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no runners on. Foz makes his way back up to the plate. Simmons, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Out number 2, and the hat trick there for Foz, as he has struck out each of his times at bat tonight, which is going to bring up the final out here for the Cardinals. Number 14, Ben Rodriguez, right fielder. As Simmons with the pitch inside. Going to be ball 1. Counts 1-0. Rodriguez hit a grounder to third, and then was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. He is the 2nd Cardinal out of the 2 that have been on base as he hits that one a popper towards second. It's going to be fielded. The easy throw to Colopy for out number 3. I think that was Jaden Francis there as he gets knocked down by Colopy. But that'll do it, folks. A nice 4-3. And let's get this nice, neat bow on there. And that's going to be your final here from the Burger Sports Complex. The Bowie Bulldogs take down the Del Valle Cardinals in game 1 by a score of 8-0. And it's getting late, folks. We're going to wrap it up quick. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, 7:30 first pitch, as the Bulldogs make their way over to Del Valle to take on the Cardinals in game 2 and the second game of district play. This is AJ Arevalo. Thank you again for tuning in and tuning in to Vype Live. I will catch you tomorrow.